Aloha Headsets, Frank here. Who's that?
Wahaha, Goldman!
No, Goldman, not the remote!
Now I heard some of y'all babies out there can't handle virtual reality. Well, lucky for you, Goldman is here to save the day.
Now, Goldman may be running the show, but he can't stop me. Before we get into the meat of all this, I think you should know that I personally have suffered from motion sickness my entire life. I can barely even step onto a boat, and once I got sick while laying on a floaty in the sun. Needless to say, one would assume that VR would cause your boy Frank a little discomfort. Luckily, that has not been the case, and I believe the way I initially started using the device has something to do with it. Nausea in VR is caused by the brain receiving mixed signals from the senses. The eyes are detecting movement, such as walking or driving, in the virtual environment, but the vestibular system in the inner ear, which relays our sense of motion and balance, doesn't match up because the player is in one spot. Basically, you feel like you're moving, but you ain't, and sometimes your brain just can't handle it. Now, researchers at Columbia University focused on the player's field of view and found that by adjusting that visual range on the fly, VR sickness could be drastically reduced. Generally, that means simply decreasing the FOV, so with less visual cues, the brain doesn't register a wide discrepancy between sensory inputs. Sadly, this reduces the sense of immersion, and from what I've been hearing from the community, i.e. you don't really care for the blind as an eagle flight, I don't think this will be a reliable option going forward. That being said, I have a few tips that might help ease you into the world of virtual reality. First up, don't treat this like you would a standard console. The worst thing you can do to yourself is buy a PSVR, plug it in, play a little, start to feel sick and say, hey, I'm just gonna power through it. A lot of the time, I know that works, but with VR, that's just not the case. Honestly, you're only gonna hurt yourself in the long run by creating subconscious feelings of uneasiness every time you grab hold of your headset. You will truthfully wire yourself to get sick while playing. What you really need to do is start off with short sessions and slowly build up the longer play times. It might not be all that fun at first, and I know you just want to play with your new toy, but trust me, you'll be doing yourself a favor in the long run, and within a few days, for most of you, this system works wonders and you'll be ready to play for as long as you want. So you've tried shortening and spacing out your sessions, but that still doesn't work. Don't worry, I have a few more options we can try. The first is placing a small fan in front of your face while playing. Now, I know this sounds a little weird, but the wind rushing past you can kind of trick your brain into thinking your body is moving forward a little bit, thus reducing the amount of mixed signals headed towards the brain. I've heard many people have had success with this method, and in time they were able to remove the fan, yet still feel its beneficial effects. There are also a few things you can do on the software side. Always check your games for VR comfort options. Even if you have to turn on blinders or a cage, it's still better than not being able to play. I've also heard that focusing on one point in the background rather than trying to take everything in while you're in motion can help, but in my eyes, I think you want to look around in VR. Also, make sure to take deep breaths and relax while playing. You've already got a headset over your face, so the chance of your body overheating or feeling a sense of anxiety is definitely increased. Please, especially when you're starting out, take it slow, and in no time, virtual reality will feel like second nature. Also, before I leave you, there are a few new products on the market that are said to help alleviate motion sickness when it comes to VR. I have not tested these or heard feedback from a trusted or reliable source, so until that happens, I won't really feature them in a video like this. But if you're interested, I'll link the products in the description.
And that's it. Have a good time, and thanks to Goldman, you're gonna have a better time. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up, and if you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation VR, then freaking subscribe. Goldman out.
Hey you, check out this video or this video. And if you haven't already, freaking subscribe. I mean, come on.